Hello, you lovely lot. Sorry, my microphone wasn't in position there as I hit the transition button. How are we doing, everyone? Oh, my word. Welcome to Prem live, question mark. How are we? I'm very jet lagged. I figured if I screamed and shouted, did you know, the over-the-top YouTube intro would give me energy. That hasn't worked. How are you lovely lot doing, though? Hopefully you're all well. Hopefully nothing's broken with the stream while I've been gone. Although, I've just noticed my alerts aren't working. So can you give me a second to fix the alerts? Because loads of you are subbed and I can't see it. I've got to do the thing where I log out and log back in on OBS. This is very risky, chat. I've hit the log out button. I hope I'm still live. I lose the preview when I hit that button. It's always scary. How are we doing, though? Are we well? Are you good? I am very jet-lagged. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't really know what time of the day it is right now. Okay. Is the stream fine? I now have my alerts working. That's good, isn't it? J Hodge, mate, thank you for the 14. It's not an April Fool's joke. We are actually doing Park to Prem today, chat. Don't you worry. Twisted Muppet, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you for the 55. Del Nino, 9 months. Very Zemzy, 9 months as well. And Ursa Major, how are you doing, my friend? There's loads of you guys subbing. I love it. We're going to play some Football Manager today, chat. Full transparency, I have not touched Football Manager in 2 weeks. So I can't really remember what was happening in Park to Prem or anything. But, well, you know, we'll just figure it all out together, you know. That's the vibes today. Normally there'd be a video at this time. The reason there's not a video at this time is because I landed in the UK from Japan at 6 a.m. And I got home, like, not that long ago. How are we, though? Are we good? I hope we're good. Daniel, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. And Benzagood, I hope I said your name correctly. Thank you so much for subbing 6 months of the Prime as well. How are we doing? Can you have a good time? We had a great time. We did. Milo is not here. Milo's actually back tomorrow from the dog sitter he's been at, where he gets lots of nice care. It's not like a kennel. Not that there's anything wrong with kennels, but he's gone to like a dog sitter who offers like a daycare for dogs. And we've had daily videos. He's been loving it in the park. Yeah, chat. I'll be honest. I can't really remember what was going on in the save game. Whitey, new kit is dreamy. I appreciate you, mate. This is not April Fool's. How long am I live for? Probably a couple of hours, chat. It's not going to be the longest stream in the world today, partially because I am tired. And yeah, it will be a VOD. It will be a VOD on YouTube and on Twitch, although on YouTube it will exist under the live tab. I will say, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to do me a solid, leave a like on the stream. Hopefully that will push it to people's home screens who would normally watch Park to Prem. Obviously, normally there'd be a video at this time. Spoilers, there is no video today for Park to Prem. But we're doing a stream instead, and hopefully, because I know streams on YouTube are a bit hidden, if you like the stream, it'll pop up on people's home pages who might be looking for the usual video. But how are you all doing? Are you good? Dylan, thank you for the 2 months, mate, as well. And Birdcam's Revenge Z, thank you very much for the 14. You can have lunch, yeah. If you've got your lunch at home, please have it. I've just had a Burger King. You know, I've eaten lots of really nice, high-quality food across Japan. Got home, Burger King. Judge my life decisions. Judge them. Cam, how are you doing? My trip was amazing. Yeah, for those of you who are wondering where I've been, maybe you're not wondering that, in which case, fair enough. I thought you cared, but I've been in Japan. We had a week in the Alps, in the Japanese Alps. Then we had 5 days in Tokyo, and then we were over in Nagoya for the Formula 1 on the Sunday, and then flying back late yesterday. My head hurts. My flight was at midnight Japan time on Wednesday, and I was in a plane for 14 hours, and when I landed it was 6 in the morning, and I hadn't slept. So I'm a bit all over the place today, so you'll have to deal with me. But it was a really, really good holiday. It was a really, really good trip. Jevons, thank you for the Prime. Sign Peter Griffin. You know what, chat? The beautiful thing today is, with us doing this kind of live stream thing, I can actually go and look at stuff that you guys want me to look at. So if there's any specific players, please let me know. Just as a warning, I am not on an updated version of Football Manager here. I'm actually 2 updates behind. I don't want my mods to break, and I've not had time to sort them today because I've been in the country less than 5 hours and I'm very jet lagged. So we're on an older version of Football Manager, but there is Peter Griffin. For everyone who's like, sign Peter Griffin. He's not worth it. He's not that good. Now leave me alone. Hey, Bedrat, mate, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate you. Did I do the whole F1 weekend? No, we just did the race. We did have Saturday in Nagoya, which was nice, though. And, chat, I mean, how many people have had jet lag before? I'm at that point where I feel a bit drunk. Is that relatable to anyone? I don't know how else to describe it. I feel whimsical. Which might be an awful idea to stream, but I thought maybe you guys can help keep me awake for a bit. Frogman, thank you for the 38. I appreciate you. Yeah, Peter Griffin. Oh, I don't think he's that good, chat. Right, what was happening? Chat, I uploaded a video on Monday. This save game is literally from after that episode on the Monday. I recorded that video, edited it, uploaded it, and then went on holiday. And literally I haven't thought about the save game in two and a half weeks. So, and also, I was pre-recording a load. Like, for the week before I went away, I was recording 2 or 3 videos a day. So, it was kind of a bit mad, and I feel like I lost track of where I was going. But all I know is we had lots of injuries, and I had a horrible Monday. I had a horrible last episode before I went away. What was the first team saying? Okay. Okay. I remember now. Vivas was out injured, wasn't he? And so was Sadiq. And they were like my 2 left midfielder options. And I've got Velicevic out still. Although he might be back sooner rather than later. And Rojas is out for 3 weeks too, which is really annoying because Rojas is an absolute baller. Live in Oz, have family in the UK and work in Japan and the US. Jet lag is my normal state. I don't know how... I feel like you probably just get used to it at a point. I've had lots of... I was going to say I've had lots of Coke Zero. I had 1 bottle of Coke Zero, chat. That was my caffeine intake so far. I should get the Holy on the go, really. In fact, I have the Holy here. I just don't know where the shaker is. Do you reckon I can just use the entire tub? Do you reckon I can just fill the entire tub with water and that's probably how I die of caffeine poisoning? Maybe not. If you have Holy at home, just, legal disclaimer, don't eat the whole tub or drink it. I mean, you could try and eat it. It's powdered, I suppose. Check out Loudrip's doing. Should we have a look? Chat, if there's anything you guys would like me to look at today, we can kind of do that. I don't want the entire stream to be looking at other players. I mean, what? Football Manager's AI is just bizarre, isn't it? Has he been injured? Has he been injured, or are they just not playing him? Also, I've got to kind of remember how to play the game, which might sound really stupid, but just... has he been out? He tore his hamstring. Now, that was when he was with me. Don't know. Why are they not using him? And sort of no idea. He's played well when they've used him too. Right. How long am I playing for today, chat? Here's the other question. There's like no I'm behind the curtain here. When I'm doing videos on YouTube, I kind of think ahead and go, when do I want to come back for a video? When am I going to come back? Maybe Napoli and Man City. Do we make it our mission to get through this set of games here? You know what? We'll see what the vibes are. That's what we'll do. Has the Prince retired? Prince was playing in Italy. I think... Is he still there? He is. Look, he's chilling. He's loving life. He's playing in Serie B. He's peaking late, everyone. I love that. He's been in Serie C for individual players of the save game. But in terms of like looking at individual clubs, I kind of set myself up for a very sticky situation because as soon as I look at Enfield Town, suddenly I'm going to get like 100 other comments of people saying, hey, check out my local team and my local team. And then I won't actually get any of the save game played. Also, the internet went down. No! YouTube, are you still here? YouTube, are you here? We're back. We're so back. I love the fact that I can still see all the chat. Hello, everyone. We're back. If you're new to the streams, just the internet's still the same. That didn't get fixed while I was away, I'm afraid. I think we're back. Are we back? Please show signs of life in the chat if we are back. Is James good enough to put actually quite a few players? And I don't think I mentioned it in videos. I don't know if that's a wise or a silly decision, chat, but when I've got like this many players in the youth academy, like I feel like for YouTube videos, I kind of have to omit some kind of bits and bobs going back on. Oh, have we just had another F? Wait, did we come back and then it went down again? I've just come back. I've come back from holiday and it's just broken. I've come back. But you're still at YouTube. You're here, right? You're it. You're here. That's what matters. Let's see. I'm just slumped in my chair. Twitch is back. Huzzah! The Wi-Fi is connected too, so it's not that. See, I think the solution, chat, is to reset the relay next to me. But I kind of don't want to do that because then the stream goes down for even longer and it probably won't fix it. We're back! Yeah, I will say, if you're a new viewer to the streams, apologies. You get used to it. It's part of the viewing experience, I promise you. Unicorn, mate, thank you for the 17. You did that right as the stream went down, so I'm going to blame you. Sergeant Snuggles, thank you for the 13. And Jason, thank you for the 68, guys. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the love. But yeah, I've got lots of what I was saying before. I was really interrupted by the internet going down. Don't do it again, little internet router in the corner. Don't you dare. There's kind of subplots that I don't always talk about in videos, like players going out on loan. I actually think Bowie Van Der could be quite good. Like, his value's really high. And, I don't know, like, there's all these players with, like, high potential, and he's kind of in the same bracket. I would love to have an absolute baller from Vietnam. That'd be very, very fun. Hi, Jack. How did you do with the jet lag? I'm jet lagged right now. I landed this morning at 6 a.m. So I'm very tired. J. McBeam. I feel like McBeam I could rush into the first team, but we've got him on loan at Chester instead. He's started 7 games for them in League One and he's improving. We'll keep an eye on him. Jack, what is the end game? Win everything. Cement a dynasty. I hate giving an end goal for a save game, chat, which might sound a bit weird. But I feel like with me, with save games, like this, sometimes I'll set an end goal and I'll do it and then I want to keep playing the save games. And then there's other times where I might set a goal in my mind, but I don't actually get there and I'm kind of content. For me, I feel like most of the time you kind of have a gut instinct to know when a save game's kind of wrapping up. Is that relatable? Also, Minty, thank you very much for the $5. As well as keeping thumbnails up, here's a cash bribe, as I need you to send... I need to send you a shopping list of MFL players. Oh, okay. I've not even thought about MFL. Oh, yeah, bloody hell, it's the new season in MFL. I need to sort out my squads. That's a thing. We might have to do that later on in the stream today. I didn't even think about that. Anna, how are you doing? Suzuka was amazing, mate. I'll tell you what, chat. When you're actually there live and you're not in the area where the super clipping's happening, it's quite enjoyable. Like, you'd miss out on a lot of the discourse. Like, the spot we had was before turn 1. There were so many overtakes into turn 1. Like, the live experience was great. And getting to do the track walk afterwards was really nice. Because they kind of do all the ceremony stuff and then they just open up the entire track for you to walk around outside of the pit lane. And when I say outside the pit lane, I mean, like, not out. I mean, you can't go in the pit lane, but everywhere else you can. So I got to walk pretty much the entirety of Sector 1 of Suzuka. Didn't do the full lap. That would have been too far. I'm not even sure you could do the full lap. In fact, in my backpack, I think there's some random discarded rubber off a tyre. Shall I see? I think I packed it in this bag. I don't know. If Wok's watching, she's the one who put it in the bag, so she could probably tell me where it is. Wok, where did you put the random bit of rubber? Is it weird at an F1 race to go, I'll just get some rubber off the floor? Oh, it's laying around on the floor. I just wanted some rubber. What of it? I don't know where it is, chat. It's in this backpack somewhere, which I've not even unpacked yet. But, no, the race in terms of the live spectacle was great. Obviously, I think if you were getting up at silly o'clock in the morning and probably watching all the onboards and the full lap, kind of maybe it was overshadowed by the other bits going on, but it was really, really fun. But yeah, the highlight for me, because I loved the track at Suzuka, was actually just walking the track, which might sound a bit weird, but it's such a good track. It's such an iconic track. You don't really realise the elevation changes on the circuit until you're there walking around it. Also, I've got to deal with these injuries, right? Velicevic, Cardozo in. Cardozo. Does this count as a live commentary debut if these players played their first ever live match on stream? Does it count? I'm not sure. You know what? We'll play Yerkel, because Yerkel was in good form. I remember Yerkel was in some good form. We signed him as a punt for the future. Then with injuries, we started playing him and he was doing well. Also, Rojas is injured, but Herrero scored, didn't he? I remember now, Herrero scored like a really, really tasty goal in the last live commentary. It's all coming back to me. He's getting the nod. The kid. How old is he? He's only 19. Someone did earlier say, Jack, why did you not fill up the bench with under 21s? Just, I wouldn't want to sub them on anyway. I'm just being lazy. I hope that's okay. Billy, dude, how are you doing? Thank you for the 40, dude. I hope you're well. Hello, you want an update on your dog? What's the update on the dog walk? Look, I was looking for the bit of tyre that you stuck in the bag. Oh no. Chat, update on Milo. Last day of Milo enjoying his time out with the pack. Finished off his stay in style this morning with a massive roll in fox poo. So he's had a groom and a nail trim, and he's all ready for tomorrow, and his harness is in the wash. Lovely. Lovely. He does love to roll in shit. Takes after his dad. Don't ask. Don't ask. Delnino, thank you for gifting a sub to the wife. Up the wife. Right, now we're going to win in a live commentary. Let's do it. Let's do it. You're actually right. You know what? Herrero is the government-mandated Parts of Prem Mexican striker for the year 30. Every year we have a Mexican striker. I feel like it's my inner Carlos Fierro fanboy of like 15 years ago. Also, am I very orange, chat? Like, is my face the normal colour, or does it look weird? It looks weird on my screen, my preview screen, but I think that's just the colours are off on that screen today. The tyre is in the water bottle section of your bag. Oh, in the side bit. Let's check, chat. Is it? That's a... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is, look. Chat. There you go. Just robbed it off an F1 car. You know when you see the marbles, right? I'm just going to pause this. When you watch on TV, you see the marbles. Like, and you go, oh, it's a little bit of rubber. They're fucking big. Like, that has come off an F1 car tyre, just flaked off. I never realized it was so big, so there you go. If you're wondering, like, when they go, oh, there's marbles on the track, that's how big a marble can be. There you go. I don't think there's a way we can figure out which car it came off. But there you go. When they say pick up rubber, I was doing the job. I heard it on the radio. I thought, I'll do it for them. But there you go, chat. I have to go back to work. Oh, enjoy work. The VOD will be live, chat. This is instead of a YouTube video today. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't normally watch the streams and you stumbled on in here, welcome. Also, Dave. I missed your gifted memberships, mate. Dave, thank you for the 5 gifted over on YouTube. Very, very kind of you. If you did get a gifted membership, say a big old thank you to Big Man Dave. Big Man Dave. Your name is now Big Man Dave, and I hope that's acceptable. I feel like there's never a little Dave. There's always Big Daves. Maybe that's just... I've always known Big Daves. Like, if you're called Dave, I think by proxy you are the social butterfly of the town, basically. At least that's how it works in my head. Right, Herrero. We have no left midfielder, so Victor's having to play out there. What can we do? Also, are we building a new stand? Chat, there's so much stuff I can't really remember was going on. Why is the... Chat, why is the digger so HD? Why is the digger the best lit thing I've seen in the entire game? Do you think now the baseball season has started and you've been playing out the park that you'll keep up with results? I'll tell you what, chat. You know what I spent my 16-hour flight... No, 14-hour flight. I'm exaggerating. My 14-hour flight to Japan was spent watching baseball videos exclusively. I watched so much stuff. I now understand the statistics a little bit better. I was learning all the different wars, like F war, and I was learning on-base percentage plus slugging and OBS and ERA. Like, I'm going to say now, chat, basically an expert at baseball at this point. I even played a little bit of Out the Park while I was away. I made a little sneaky Rockies save game because I thought, well, let's go as the worst team and see what happens. So I have been enjoying it. James, don't die! Thank you for the prime. I appreciate you. Also, it's 0-0 at half-time. We didn't win our first game either. At what point do I start to panic here? This is the first game of the stream today, yes. Chat, we're doing a little bit behind the scenes today. I feel like at this point I've said it repeatedly, so apologies. But I've been away on holiday for the last 2 weeks. If you've watched any of the recent Parts of Prem videos, they've all been pre-recorded. The video that went up Monday was basically recorded, and then 5 hours later I was at the airport. So we're literally playing from that point onwards now, because I only landed a couple of hours ago. So, yeah, we're just doing a little bit of live streaming action. I'm bringing in Maria Garcia at half-time. He's the hero. Oh, my word. Nerdiverse, mate, let me know who you want me to check out if you're check out a player. We are on key highlights. I always play on key highlights. I can decide the check out a player. What player, chat? Oh, you know what? We'll let chat decide, Nerdiverse. Chat, Parts of Prem Legend of this year. Who do you want me to check up on? We already looked at Princewell and... who was the other person? We looked at Peter Griffin. Oh! Christopher Cups! It's the first... His name was Christopher, right? It is Christopher Cups. He's done something! Come on! Come on! And Herrero with the assist. We love that. To be fair, Monday's episode, we didn't win a game, did we? So this would be a first win in 3 if we do it. We could look at Michael King. We could have a little cheeky peek at Mikey King. Is Michael King... I think Michael King. Jack, you haven't mentioned Phillips' development yet, chat. Can we just discuss Phillips' development, please? Can we... Look at the arrows! Look at them! Srini, thank you for the 16 months as well, mate. Yeah, Victor is not very fit, chat, but I've not got a left midfielder. I literally don't have one. My other 2 left mids are both out. Also, it's weird playing Football Manager today, having not played it in like 2 weeks. Hey, Jack, glad you're back. I lost so much weight not eating lunch for a few days. I can stop uploading for longer if you want. We have already looked at Loudrup as well today, chat. Of course, if you watch it on YouTube, it's easy enough to rewind and go and have a little look back. I did mention it earlier as well. If you are watching it on YouTube, it would be massively appreciated if you can drop the stream a like. Just because there is no regular midday upload today. Instead, we're doing a stream. And oh my word, that's nearly gone in. I'm not sure if people are going to stumble upon the stream if they only watch the videos. So by liking the video, it helps it appear on people's YouTube homepages. Which, you know, potentially that helps them stumble on in here for some live action. Chat, my body's so confused as to what time it is. Because the flight last night, I took the flight at midnight in Japan. And it was a 14-hour flight, but then we landed at 6 a.m. Oh my word, that would have been absolutely unreal. But it didn't go in, so it's not unreal. Let's make changes. I've made 1 sub. It's the 84th minute. I'm vibing. Right, Guyona in and Ziddy in. Cardozo off at DM for Russo. You know what? We'll bring in the fan favourite, because I'll get bullied by the chat if I don't give him some game time during this stream. Jimenez is coming on. Leave me alone. Jack, I got it from the home page. Oh, well, so it's working for some people. Please continue to spread the love. Because if people are finding it via the homepage, that is promising that the likes are working. If they now score in the last, like, 4 minutes, I'm absolutely fuming. That's never a foul. I've brought in Jimenez for you lot, and he's instantly given away a foul, right? Praise the players. Praise them. Who's the under-21 midfielder? Yerkel. He was playing at the start of the year. We signed him... Was it I signed him last season, but he joined us the summer of this pre-season. He was not meant to play for us regularly. I mean, we've won that. That's not very convincing, though, is it? We've won. NDIA was playing for them. Also, I know it said Undie, but it'll always be NDIA. Oh, yeah, I forgot I sold him. Was it like 20 million? He's not done very well. That looks like a good sale. Right, chat, should we have a look at... Who did we say we were going to look at? I can't remember. Michael King, thank you. For some reason, chat, I was thinking... he's... Should I? Could we'll bring him home. I don't want him to retire, do I? I don't want him to retire. He's not at a club for 3 months. What was he doing? He's been playing in the National League with Hereford. He got 1 goal in 2 seasons in the National League. We'll bring him home. We'll bring him up. Chat, he really peaked early. It is mad how, like, in the Enterprise South, he just struggled with Wingate and Finchley. He got 14 goals for us and 16 assists in the Enterprise South, and then 3 goals in the National League. He'll help with the homegrown quota. Chat, I like the way you think. He couldn't stop partying. I'm just funding his lifestyle by signing him. All right. What's up next? QPR. I probably should have rested the players. How is Tuta doing this year? Chat, I was obsessed with Tuta. 2 goals in the Europa League. We love it. He had a killer loan spell at Norwich. I think 1 year at Dortmund here and he's going to be ready for our first team. He's very, very good. I'm not sure. Someone's saying make Michael King a coach. I'm not sure I want him coaching my youth players based on his partying and antics in the past. I don't know if that's a controversial take. Best 11 EU. Oh, that is actually up to date. No, it's not. It's not up to date. I've messed up my squad selections. What running gag is better, Tutor at Norwich or Jax Phillips development? Look, Jack Phillips is legitimately insane. I'll admit it. You know, 4 goals in 5 league games. It's not amazing. If you saw this guy as a free agent, chat, you'd be going mental. Or if you just saw him in general. He's quality. Leave Jack Phillips alone. I'm sticking with him. It's the Jack Alliance. We'll play Cardozo, I think, at centre mid for this game. I might drop Phillips for this game, though. Having just said I'm going to stick up for him and stuff. I feel like we should probably be able to rotate here against QPR and win, he says, whilst grimacing, realising he is definitely tempting fate by saying this, but like, I do need to manage the minutes of the team a little bit. I mean, the whole thing with the squad this year, right, it's like we should have the ability just to full rotate in this kind of game. Hey, Legenta, I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. Totally worth the 90 mil. Jack Phillips was not paid. I did not pay 90 million for him. I paid 40 million plus. What was the bloke's name? Graham Byrne. Where is Graham now? He's at Celtic on loan. He's washed. He was never worth the 50 mil. He was, but I couldn't sell him for it because he would always reject the moves. Justice for Phillips. Leave him alone, chat. I really want to fully rotate. Also, what's happened to lads? Why have they swapped though? Huh? Keep an eye on that. How did Burn play for England? He was the top goal scorer at the World Cup before I signed him. So some will allegedly say I'm the reason he's bad now. Who actually is my 4th choice left mid at the club? Like, because I might actually need a left mid. Chat, the only person who could play there is Antonio. I think we just risk Victor getting injured. I think we just have to risk Victor getting injured because that is not worth it. Also, this is the under-21s we're looking at here. He's so tired though. I guess I could play Grommen at left wing back. Mark May's out on loan. I loaned out a lot of the youngsters, chat, because I want them getting minutes. Like, arguably, James could have come in, but do you really want this? I know he can play left mid. Do you really want this man with this polygon here playing left mid? Michael King to start in his return game. He's not signed for us yet. Is it true that FM17 is better than this game? No. Definitely not. I will say, chat, I mentioned earlier, I'm not on the latest updates to this game just because it broke a load of my mods before I went away and I didn't want to have to fix them. I thought, you know what? Sitting down jet-lagged and trying to update the game and get all the mods working, not my idea of fun. So I am on the older build of the game from a few weeks ago. Got to praise all these players training well. Herrera at left attacking mid. I don't think it works. It's just too high up. Because I don't even want him that high up in possession. Otherwise, he'll be kind of a bit isolated. Right, we're playing a very rotated team for this game. Thing is, right, even with like a rotated team, you've got like Cardozo, Russo. Like, these are legitimately like way better than, with respect to QPR, way better than QPR's players. We are trying to re-sign Michael King. Any plans on developing a skin like other years? Not this year. And there's some other skin makers out there who have been doing some cool stuff. But just in terms of the potential of skinning this year, like it's very handicapped and kind of limited by the game and the state of the game. And I don't have the desire to polish a turd, which I think is all that is really possible right now. Okay, so my thinking here is I try and play half the game with Victor, then at half-time I bring in Grommen at left wing-back, and I just move the left midfielder deeper. I think that's the best option. Can you develop high-potential players in this? Yes, but why would you not be able to do that, San Billy? It's still very much Football Manager. Also, my glasses are filthy. Chat, I am all over the place today. I told myself I'd sleep on my flight, and I did not sleep on my flight very long. I think I'm running off about 4 hours sleep. And right now for me, it is like 8:30 p.m. the next day. I can't remember changing the stadium, but there's a digger behind one on the ground, so clearly I did request like a stadium expansion or something. Seeing Tom do a time with Chesham/Taskmaster. I've not seen this, Stewie, but I'll take your word for it. I'll be honest, chat, I've just not checked social media in 2 weeks. Which TV show would you like to collab with? Come Dine With Me. I want to Come Dine With Me special where it's just Football Manager YouTubers. I want to eat Kevin Chapman's turkey dinosaurs. That's what I want to do. Make it happen. Also, I was going to say, Cardozo's good. He's headed wide. Did I watch any live sport in Japan? I went to the Formula 1, but besides that, it was like my honeymoon. and we were meeting up with my wife's family for a little bit of the trip too, because she's from Southeast Asia, so it's like, you know, a nice middle point to meet up with some of her family. I'll finish that. What a goal, Cardozo. That's why he's the boy. That's why he's the boy. We love him. I do feel like there might have been a man stood offside in front of the goalkeeper here, but shh, don't mention it. Favourite dish I ate in Japan? Ooh. Okay, they were both on side. I'll tell you what wasn't my favourite dish. By the end of the trip, miso soup. Miso soup I love. About 13 days into consecutive miso soup, I was miso souped out. What was my favourite dish I had in Japan? There was a place we went to in Tokyo, and it was near Shibuya. In fact, it was in Shibuya. And it was this little, I don't know how to describe it. It's a place where only locals go. And it's like a little doorway, and it's really innocuous. And you just walk up these stairs, and it's this really narrow, like, bar. And it had literally some of the best, like, chicken skewers stuff I'd ever had. Like, just bar food. Like, big meatballs just on skewers. Like, they cook all the meat in front of you. Proper, like, innocuous. It was just full of locals. It was good. Also, Victor's fitness is scary, isn't it? Is Barretto injured? Oh, he is. We'll take him off at half-time, chat. If he dies, he dies. Oh, chat, what's happening? When I said if he dies, he dies, I didn't mean Ziddy and Victor. What are we doing here? Couldn't... He did... Narrator, if he dies, he dies. Narrator, he did die. Right, well, the plan was literally half-time to make this change. Right, I guess we'll do the change now. 3 injuries! I rotated the team! All right, Yerkel in and Phillips. Welcome back to the team. I don't even think it's worth risking the people with knocks, you know. Chat, all 3 of my first team left midfielders are injured. I might just have to play Gromman at left wing back, and that's the team. Like, it's one of those ones as well, right, where you get 2 injuries at left mid, and so you're forced into a situation where your third... Why am I being shown that? The third player has to play there whilst he's, like, you know, tired. And you know that adds a risk of injury. And it's like self-fulfilling snowballiness. I don't even know what to say. Let's just hope it's not serious. And yes, turnip dealer, there may have been some Sapporo consumed with the bar food. To be fair, chat, there was so much good food I had in Japan. The one thing I didn't like was there was one day where we had this, like, sushi, like, 19-course meal, and not for me. Also, Gromman's good, isn't he? I've got a chat. I'll read you out the menu, and you can tell me if you'd eat it. I'm sure if you're local or if you like sushi, you're going to go, oh, this sounds lush. Not for me, Chief. Not for me. I thought I was going to die. I think I messaged it to my father because I was like, you'll like this. And even he was like, not sure about that. We love Gromman, by the way. Right, chat. It was a multiple course meal. The first course was salted firefly squid. That's raw squid. Salted. We then had kelp cured flounder. That was actually okay. Then there was sear tiger pufferfish. That's raw on rice. That was not for me. Southern bluefin tuna. I know what you're thinking. Oh, I love tuna. It was fucking raw. All of it was raw because it's sushi. I mean, it's sushi. Steam-egged custard with grilled scallop. That was all right. Mackerel cured with red vinegar. Raw. Salmon roe guncam. Maki. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Fresh sea urchin. I was tapping out. I genuinely thought I was doing a bush tucker trial. That's how I felt in the moment. I still think it may have been some kind of prank that I just wasn't in on. What else did we have? Simmered conger eel. The final dish was minced fatty tuna and pickled radish. I have a picture on my phone, I think, of the food. Chat, would you eat that? I don't think you would. Like, if that's served to you on a plate, are you eating that top one? Like, you're not. You're just not. Raw eel. I thought I was going to die. How long's the stream plan going for today? We're just going to vibe it out today, chat. There's no video today. We're doing a stream instead just because I literally got back from travelling today. I just felt like streaming and chatting with you lot, to be honest. And it just seemed like a good excuse with there not being a video to stream at the normal video time and just play some of the save game that we would normally do between episodes. Do I ever adjust the individual instructions? Do you mean for roles or for specific players? Because I do have instructions like stay wider and cut inside with ball and hold up ball on the wide players, for example. But I use them more systemically rather than for individual players. In the original Bond book, you only live twice. Bond is told that sea urchin is the ultimate sushi test. Well, I did it, and I think I failed the test. It wasn't for me. Do I have a meal deal of choice? When I was a meal deal fiend back in the day, and I don't know if this still exists, I used to love a BMD, a Boots meal deal, and they used to do a triple chicken sandwich set, which was in the meal deal, but it was like 1.5 square sandwiches instead of just 2. Do they still do the triple chicken at Boots? Okay, Victor's... Oh, fuck me in the please don't chat. He's out for 8 days to 2 weeks. I will apologise to the YouTube viewers who only watch the videos. There might be a bit more sweary this when I'm live, and I will apologise for it now. How's Chester doing? Last time I checked, they were bottom and they hadn't won a game. They were not doing well, chat. They're 22nd now. They're on the same amount of points as Burnley. Well, going up as a recap video for parts of Prem for continuity purposes. Oh, okay, Dylan, the plan is I'm going to play until when I will start recording the next YouTube video. And some of these matches we play and stream today, I will recap in that intro. I think we might go to the Napoli-Man City games, but we'll see. You know, we might play a little bit longer, we might play a little bit less. We'll see what the vibes are, chat. But I feel like Napoli and Man City might be good ideas for matches for the episode tomorrow. Has Michael King signed for us yet, chat? I gave him a contract offer and I've not heard. I don't think. Or did I hear? No, he's not replied yet. All I'm saying, chat, is 2 wins, 2 clean sheets while we're live. Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think. Did Manchester United lose? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Go back. No, they were playing later. They've gone back above us. Chat, you gave me hope. Right. International break? Question mark. Yeah, chat, there's a month off here. A month of hitting continue. This is my dream. Climax LOL 2, mate. Thank you for the Prime. First time Prime sub. We love to see it. We also love to see Justin Wright playing for England. Come on. I'm a little bit concerned that I shouldn't have loaned him to Wolves this year. They've given him 2 sub appearances on off the bench. He's not really good enough to play regularly in the Premier League. Wolves were newly promoted and told me that he'd play. They've lied. Jack, I just want to say you convinced me to get FM26. Now I want to start my own Parts Prem series. Does it count as a proper save if I don't start unemployed and just pick my own club? Mate, play the game how you want. It's not my place to tell you how to play. Play with your local club. It's still parked to Prem at the end of the day. Jack, with the U screen going from a card to full screen, we're saluting the death of tiles. Or do you think they should stay for what screen/views? Well, the thing is, Luke, the tiles still exist on the full screens. The pop-ups aren't what the tiles are. Like, all of these things are tiles that you see here. But I think it's very clear, that has been for the last few updates, they are steering away from the kind of full screens. Oh, Stoke aren't using Mark May either, right. Excuse me. Adam Barrett, bold fraud. Play him more, you mug. Right, I'm dead now. I'm just gonna insult him. Michael King's back, everyone. He can train the youth. We'll put him in the under-21s. Carson! Dude, I appreciate the 10 months. Goofy Jetlag Jack is the best Jack. I feel a little intoxicated. Which might sound weird. I don't know if that's just me. Who, if I'm very, very tired, I feel drunk. Can anyone relate to that? Or is that just not me spouting nonsense? Because that is how I feel, like slightly drunk. And I know I'm not. And it is just I'm very, very tired and like just running off fumes. But it's like a weird disconnect from, not disconnect from reality, basically like an acid trip or something, but I just feel whimsical. The board gave King a C. They know. He's great for the homegrown. I didn't get drunk on the plane. Japan Airlines didn't serve that much alcohol, to be fair, compared to Singapore Airlines. That's normal, Jack. After 17 hours of being awake, you actually develop a blood alcohol content of a legally drunk amount. Is that... So, chat, you could just tell me that and I'd believe it. I think in the last 20... Well, no. What time did I wait? I would have woken up... In the last 36 hours, I've probably slept for about 3 hours. I think that's roughly where I'm at. Did Wok enjoy the holiday? I think so. She didn't enjoy the F1 chat. The end of the F1, her leg was hurting and, 20,000 steps in and then having to wait 3.5 hours to get back to the hotel. Just kill me. Smite me down, God. Smite me down. I'm fine. I'm absolutely... Chat Victor got injured on international duty. I'll tell you what, with absolutely no context, people just think I'm having some kind of religious breakdown. I mean, the good news is 17 days to the next game, so the other guys who were injured might be back. Being awake for a period of 17 to 19 hours produces a performance impairment that is the equivalent to an individual with a blood alcohol content of approximately 0.05%, which is associated with significant declines in vigilance and reactions and speed. After remaining awake for a full 24 hours, the impairment escalates, reaching a performance level comparable to a blood alcohol content level of 0.1%, which represents a severe level of impairment in judgment and motor control. Tell you what, my reading was not bad there. Okay, Sadiq's back, right. Wrap him up in cotton wool. Don't let him get hurt. Just, put bubble wrap around him and then just let him sit on the sofa for the next 2 weeks. Did you notice you gave Victor... Did I give Victor injections? Chat, did I just inject Victor? No, I didn't. Have I injected... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I've not played the game in 2 weeks, chat. I've forgotten how to play it. Chat! I know it's only 1 to 4 days. What? Someone get a cucumber and just ram it up my butt, because that's basically where we're at now. Stop injuring my left midfielders, Football Manager. I've had enough. Sports Interactive are, metaphorically, they're fucking me, chat. They are. They are. That's basically what's happening here. They're bending me over. I've been away for 2 weeks. They've gone, welcome back. Deal with it. Stop injuring them. I'm fine. Let me have my meltdown, chat. I'm struggling today. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not having a breakdown. I'm having a lovely time. It's a great time today. Imagine coming from the YouTube videos exclusively and going, oh, he's streaming it today. I'll go see what's going on. I'm sorry. It's slightly more unhinged. It's not for everyone. If you prefer the more subdued kind of PG-13 Jack. The way I compare it is, chat, the YouTube videos like I'm visiting my grandparents. You know, I'm respectful, I'm nice. Twitch is I've had one too many and I'm with my mates on a night out. That's the difference in kind of presentation. Who's the best striker I can say in the world? Jack Phillips. How much money? I have 80 million. Chat, why do I have 80 million to spend? And why didn't I spend it? I remember now. I couldn't afford the wages of anyone. I've got 80 million just lying around. What are we doing here? Should we just sign someone who's good? The thing is, when you sort by value, right, there's not actually that many good players. I mean, that's just not sorted them by value, has it? There's too many players. It's lagging out the list. I'm not really sure that the players available here even improve the team. Although there is a bloke called Da Vinci. He's a real player. Great name. Should have better creativity with that name, though. Is there a better goalkeeper than Minabres? I don't think there is. Minabres is a very good goalie, chat. I've discussed it before. Like, there is just a massive goalkeeper shortage in my save game. I feel like, in general, the new gen production in Football Manager this year is a bit not great. And that very often in save games, there'll be a few positions where there's just not sufficient talent that comes through. I don't even think my physios are that bad, chat. Should we have a look? Like, I genuinely think my physios are, like, decent. I mean, I have more physio spots. I don't know if it's still the case, but ahead of the World Cup last year, I did some tests. Look, we've got the 3rd best physiotherapy in the league. The actual number of physios doesn't make a big difference. It's just how good, like, your physio and head physio are. They are the bigger factors over the quantity. Like, we should be fine. Like, the physiotherapy is not an issue. Wasn't there a goalkeeper you debated when you picked up Minabres? Maybe there was. I can't remember. Oh, chat, Jack Phillips is improving. Take it off the bingo card. Potential to be a world-class striker. Sorry, inject that. Get that in my veins. Go on. Get that in my veins. World-class. Chat, he's actually unreal. He just needs to actually start being good now. What about sports scientists? I think I'm pretty sure my sports scientists are good. Is there somewhere where you can see the sports scientists ranked? 10th best, chat. Do we need more science? I've got David Rhodes currently. I mean, David Rhodes has outstanding. Again, like I said, the weird thing is that it's at least last year in FM, it wasn't really about the quantity. It's just about the quality of your best staff member. I mean, we'll hire an extra scientist. We'll hire an extra science. Great sentence, that, isn't it? We'll hire an extra science, chat. I mean, someone did raise a great point, which is there any reason not to just, max out stuff as much as you can and fill all the spots? Frankie Hunter, fitness coach, but does she have good science? Outstanding science. Sign her up. Oh, she wants to be the head, though. Nah, what's going on with the box? I'm just going to get her to say the line. Say the line. Just say it's a very acceptable offer. I just want her to sign immediately. If a staff member or player says this line, they're going to sign for you no matter what. Also, great hair. Her hair looks like mine when I got off the plane this morning. It was all over the place. Is it impossible to request additional sports scientists? I believe you can request them. I can't say it's ever a thing I've noticed you not being able to do. Let's sign Tommy Page too. Get me in all the science people. I'm like the opposite of Trump. We don't fire the scientists here, we hire them. Right. There we go. We should be good now. If we still get injuries, chat, I'll just cry. Jack, I really want to catch up with your stream save. I missed all of them. How do you recommend catching up? Honestly, it's the kind of thing where jumping in halfway through is usually not a bad way to, jump in. In general, with, the Pentagon Challenge, which we're doing at the moment, although it's now a Hexagon Challenge, if you've not got the time to watch all the VODs, just come and watch the one or two live. You'll be able to fill in the gaps. If you have questions on stuff that you missed, between streams, I'm always more than happy to kind of catch people up a little bit. All right, chat, we've added science to the team. Science is a lie, everyone. Science is a lie. I think there's some voodoo going on here. It's the only explanation. Which one of you is watching at home performing voodoo on my players? Because they're all just getting injured. Galayev is silent. I remember, was it this guy? No, there was a guy who played, I think, for Karabag who I was looking at one point when I was in the championship. Wok. It could be Wok doing the voodoo, wanting me to go to bed. But it is only 1 in the afternoon, chat. I've got to try and stay awake for another 8 hours today. That's going to be difficult. I feel like I will need to have... I was going to say I want to have a nap at 4 in the afternoon. Is that risky? I feel like a 2-hour nap, or maybe not 2 hours. I feel like an hour nap at 4 in the afternoon, then wake up and then brave it out until late. Oh, it's risky though, isn't it? It's risky. Because what if I don't wake up? All right. Our team is rotated. I think there was an extra week off after the international break. Oh yeah, I did inject Victor. That's the first time I've ever seen pain management. Didn't they used to just say injected? Did they change it to pain management? When did that happen? All right, we'll bring in Barreto and Cardozo. Vivas is back as well. I'll tell you what, all the left midfielders are back. We're going to be fine. Thoughts on Italy bottling another World Cup? I'll be honest, I haven't seen the game because the game was happening while I was in the air. So I literally landed. I was like, oh, they fucked it. So I've not really seen what happened in the game against Bosnia. And my understanding is there was a red card, but I've not even seen the highlights. Will I be up for the pack drop on MFL? I'm going to have to try and be, aren't I? We might have to get some MFL in at the end of the stream today, chat, because I have not sorted any of my teams out yet. And it's the new season starting. I need to sort out my teams and work out what's happening. Jack, is it just me or is your squad challenging winning in the Champo surprising? Because in my opinion, it's one of the weakest. I think this team's pretty good. Is it one of the weakest for a Park to Prem team? Yeah, maybe, but it's not really the finished article yet either. This season's been very rough so far, though, to be fair. Got a tough run of games here. We need to start doing well. Hey, Daniel. I had a really good time. Is it time to change formation? No. Chat, I talk about this a little bit in, like, streams and stuff. Like, I am really enjoying with this save game trying to get a 3-5-2 to work. I see comments all the time going, why not play a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2? Can I be honest with you? I find it fucking boring playing with the same shape every save game. I could just play a 4-2-3-1 and probably win the league in, like, you know, the next couple of seasons really comfortably. I'd rather, like, have an identity and something unique about the team and try and make it work and have it be successful. And I do think this can be successful, rather than just, like, playing a really boring system that I could have played in the last, like, 5 years of, well, no, 15 years of Football Manager if I wanted to. I think sometimes people get this misconception that I play Football Manager on YouTube with the save games to play 100% optimally, and it's meant to be like a, hey, look how good I am at the game. It's really not. I fully appreciate that sometimes, especially in the lower leagues, we kind of just rocket up the leagues. That's a byproduct of the fact that the game is just too easy, in my opinion. We're seeing it a little bit with the Hexagon Challenge at the moment, but, like, I just enjoy, like, trying more unique stuff. I often see people comment saying, your tactics bad, or you should change this and that, and you should just play a 4-4-2. And it's just like, I'll just play the game the way I'm enjoying it. Like, I feel like we have a fun, unique tactical identity, and I want to try and win the Premier League playing it. It's good fun. Love the honesty. What about adapting some of the player roles? I mean, I've literally this season changed the centre mids to be overlapping centre backs. But, like, I'm already kind of doing that. But I learned the tactical systems this year in Football Manager. Like, there's so much new. That's a penalty. There's so much new kind of tactical. Tools, I suppose, available. That's an awful sentence, but you know what I mean. Like, in past Football Managers, you couldn't play, like, a free at the back without playing wing-backs or full-backs. But with the out-of-possession role kind of tracking winger, you can now, like, have something that functions a bit more like a kind of traditional 3-5-2 that you might see in Italy, like, years gone by. Also, Phillips, please score this, because I big you up all the time. He's going to be the boy. I still believe. Jack, I think it'd be really fun if you change positions of out of possession a bit more, like centre mid stepping up into cam. I mean, I feel like that's just changing it for change's sake. Unique, while every FM streamer is doing free defender centre backs in every save game. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't watch other Football Manager content creators' content. I don't know if that's an unpopular thing. I mean, with this save game, I've been playing the free at the back since we're in the lower leagues, kind of all the way up. So I've been playing it for like 4 or 5 months. I don't have the time, chat, or the desire to watch other Football Manager content. I don't know if that's shocking. Maybe other streamers do play a free at the back. I have literally no idea. Phillips, score again, or just hold it up. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I want to see Rojas do well for us, by the way. I only like Loki Doki. Well, I'm glad you're watching this stream, Hawk. I assume you like me too. Otherwise, I'm going to take that personally. I already have taken it personally. Who's my favourite player from the entire save game so far? It has to be Cardozo, surely. It has to be. Or Aguiar, but I'm not allowed to say Aguiar because then the Aguiar haters will come and murder me. They pop up in the chat. There's no unique formation unless you do asymmetrical. I don't agree with that. I feel like you can have a unique formation. Obviously, the reality is, chat, there is a finite number of tactical options in Football Manager. But I feel like you can have a relatively unique identity in Football Manager. Jesus Maria Garcia robbed. He's on the bench, I think. He's an honourable mention. It's hard for a right wing back to be a favourite, though, you know. Gromman cuts inside. Oh, we fit the post. When you talk about your tactic, it reminded me of Foxy, who had the same outlook. He no longer streams. I had Foxy pop up on my Twitter feed recently. He got married, I think. Just in case you're watching the VOD. Congrats, by the way, Foxy. It just popped up on my Twitter feed randomly, mate. I can't remember who it was. It was another FM guy I bumped into, I think, a Pokemon TCG event. And then off the back of that, I got recommended a post that you got married. So, yeah, congrats. That's probably more productive than playing Football Manager, chat. Go out and get married, everyone. Rojas, where you going? 20 jumping reach, by the way. That's... Chat, he should not have the ball at his feet. Sassy done dirty. Like, Sassy's in Saudi Arabia earning billions. He's having a lovely time. How's Cups getting on? He scored his first goal for us earlier today. He's been okay. I don't think he's quite as bad as the Greek bloke that we had. Chat, what was the Greek guy that I signed at centre-back? Like, he's a bit of a stopgap option, Cups, but I kind of knew that for the price we paid. He's coming in to be a centre-back for, 1 or 2 seasons, probably. Ruiz Phillips. It should have been another goal. It should have been another. Cubs is robbing Jimenez of his future. Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Jimenez is the most overrated player in football in Park to Prem this year. I still don't really understand why chat thinks that Jimenez is like the next coming of Jesus Christ. Like, he's good. He is good. Like, he's good, but he's never been good enough to start for me in the Premier League at any point as like one of my main 3 kind of centre-backs. Genuinely, Cardozo is a top 10 overrated players from Workspace ever. Whoa! You can't say that about the club captain of like a decade. You just can't. But like saying that Steven Gerrard's overrated. I mean, the thing is, chat, Jimenez has just hit his potential early. I've seen a lot of people saying, like, you've not meant he can't improve. Chat, he just stopped improving. I think people think I've not used Jimenez. Like, I don't know if it's just a case of because he doesn't play in the live commentaries. Can I go to his career stats in matches? Imagine if you could just exit a Football Manager match to go and look at stuff. That would be novel, wouldn't it? Like, chat, there's this weird myth on the internet that he's never played for me. He got 26 starts in the Premier League in my first season in the Prem. Admittedly, the next year he slowed down, but then he got 9. He started half the Premier League games 2 years ago. 13, a third of the games. Like, there's this weird myth on the internet he's never played for me. I don't know where the myths come from. Like, the man has been given lots of first team football. Like, I'll bring him in here for the haters. But like, he's good. He's just not that. He's just not that good. I don't really get. I think he's a player who has a good star rating, so people look at the stars and think he's good, and I don't think he is. And like, it's one of those ones, right, where he plays the lesser important games, but he does rotate in a lot. I kind of get why, right? If you just watch the live commentaries and didn't look at the stats when they appear on screen, you just assume Jimenez is just never playing. He really does play.
Do people still play high pressing in a standard line? I mean, what am I playing? I'm not playing. Am I playing? I can't remember what I'm playing. I'm playing a lower defensive line and regroup. Definitely don't have to just play a high line. Chat, why can I not close this box? Football chat, the box is stuck open. Football manager! Chat, I can't get out of it. Someone... Help! 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 I'm just mashing my keyboard. Nothing's happening. I can't... Now I can't close this. The match stats are working in the background. I'm fine. I'm instant result and get a chat. I can't be fucked. We won 2-0. The end. I apologise. Victor's injured again. Oh, that's the same injury as before. Apologies, chat. I don't normally use the instant result button, but I was literally stuck in the match there. I don't know. Has anyone seen that bug before? I think it was to do with the pop-up I was looking at of Jimenez's earlier. Like, Jimenez, like, don't get me wrong, chat. Jimenez is very good, but he's just a very one-dimensional good defender, which when I've been playing, like, out from the back just doesn't make sense. Like, if you compare him with Cups, I think it's one of those things where people kind of just look at tackling, marking, heading, and jumping reach, and that's what makes a centre-back. Like, Jimenez is just not very good mentally. Like, his heading's not that good. His aerial ability looks good on the polygon because of his 19 jumping reach. Wait, are all the pop-up boxes just now just... I'm going to restart the game because I literally can't chat. All the pop-up boxes are just broken. Okay, right. I guess I'll save the game and restart. Football, every pop-up box is just broken. That is a new bug for me. Right, I'll quit the game and restart quickly. I've literally I've not seen that one before. That is a new bug for me. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Jimenez is a centre back. I don't think he's bad. Like, he's played a decent number of games for me. But like, there's so many YouTube comments telling me that I like hate him and I've ruined him. And I'm sort of thinking, I think he's just kind of hit his potential. You should have signed an Unreal centre back for 100 million. I don't have 100 million pounds. I don't have 100 million. And even if there was a centre back worth 100 million, I can't sign him for my Lewis team because my reputation's too low. I'm a United fan, and I can confirm that football's not a team sport. We might as well just field Bruno Fernandes on his own V11 in some games. Okay, chat. Hypothetical situation. If you could clone any one footballer ever, and it's a team of that player, who would be the best player to clone 11 times to make a team? We'll say excluding goalkeeper. You reckon Rooney? Could Rooney do a job at left back? Probably could, to be fair. Dan Burn. I mean, you're not going to lose an aerial battle, are you? Carl Walker for the goalkeeper. You know what? That is a fair call, to be fair. Toure. Yaya Toure would be a shout. Or Lahm. See, Philip Lahm is like the sensible choice. I feel like you're suggesting Philip Lahm. You're just... I don't want to say you're boring. You're just too sensible for the hypothetical we're discussing here. You need to check out a player on Josh Landers. Oh, I'm sorry, shush. Let me check that now, mate. Sorry, I got distracted by the crashy issues. Where is Josh Landers? Josh? He's retired. Oh. Can we refund that, mods? Can we? Team of Morton, Gamps Pedersen. Oh, he only retired recently. You could sign him in FM24, I'm pretty sure. Who would win in a fight, chat? A team of Messis or a team of Maldinis? Maybe this is what we need to do. Maybe this is what Football Manager's made for. Valverde is actually a pretty good shout. See, I think someone like Lahm, I don't know if Lahm's got enough going forward. Like, he can play anywhere at the back, but, you know, in a five-a-side team, is he going to be good going forward? One of the videos I want to do, chat, when the international stuff comes to Football Manager is take the best player from every single national team and just clone them all. So take the best player based on current ability, clone them, and make the entire national team selection that player, and see who wins the World Cup. Can I look at Joel Ambrosio? You know what? We will have a look at Ambrosio, because I sold him to Liverpool. Wow. Liverpool released him. I mean, is he any good? What did I sell him to them for? 10 million. Chat, I scammed them. I actually scammed them. I mean, he'll do a job for a championship team, but we have scammed them there. That is... 11 Harry Maguires. 11 Harry Maguires would be pretty good. I did cash in that sell on, didn't I, on Ambrosio? That was sensible. Should we see how someone said, how's Aguiar getting on? He went to Leicester, right, chat? Looks like they're playing him at centre mid. 1 start in the Prem, 2 in the Europa League. He's a sub for Leicester. He's only 27. He could get to 200 caps, I believe. Why is company renamed in this game? It's a licensing thing, I believe, with Bayern Munich staff members. Is Victor fit now? For the Champo. Vivas isn't. Right, Sadiq's not really fit either. Oh, the left mid injuries are continuing to stack up. I hate them. I need to work out what I'm doing with Stamenkovic, chat, because I tried to sell him in the summer and no one wanted him, and he keeps improving. But... and I look at that potential. I feel like I need to sell him whilst like there's a chance for me to get some good money for him. I mean, he had a great loan spell in the Championship. No one wanted to loan him when I tried to loan him out. Victor's still got an injury, so I'm not going to start him at centre mid. We'll play... do I want to play Yerkel? No, you know what? We'll play Cardozo. Also, who was the person in chat who said that Cardozo is overrated? Can we discuss the Lord and Saviour Cardozo, please? Look how good... how can you say this man's overrated? What a bloke. He's so good. He's like a warm hug of a footballer. Checker, away days, I think, of the past. No away day to Galatasaray or Anfield last episode. I'm sad. I didn't have time to record it. RK4. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the video, but maybe I didn't. That video was being recorded about 5 hours before I was due to get on a plane to Japan, and I still had to edit it. So I didn't have time to include away days, because away days are actually about 20 minutes of recording that gets condensed down into like 3 minutes of actual entertainment. And maybe describing it as entertainment is somewhat dubious in itself. But purely from the perspective of I had a very tight turnaround for the video, there was just no away days. Did I say why? Oh, so I did mention it in the video. I love it when I mention the video and someone still asks. That means the person skipped over the video anyway. I'm fine. You'll have to forgive me. That video was recorded 2 weeks ago. I can't remember if I couldn't remember if I'd said it or not. I did think I had mentioned it, but I wasn't certain. Phillips. In the middle, Rojas is there. 20 jumping reach. Who said Cardozo's overrated? Who was that? Where up? Time them out. Ban them from the chat. How did he win this header, by the way? What a bloke. Think you need to find the comment. Me too. That was his 0th goal. I did notice that bug too. Hey, Tobias, we're doing good. I think we're doing okay. You know, we've had a few clean sheets in a row. We've not... Have we won... I think we've played 3, won 3. Which, considering I went away on holiday having not won in 3 games, it's a great turnaround live, isn't it? Phillips, run... Oh, what a touch. Rojas. Oh, Phillips. Oh, Phillips. Please. I wanted that to go in really badly. Like, really, really badly. All right, corner. Oh, no, not corner. Free kick. Cups! I really want to get some cups that I stack whenever he scores, but that's probably too much for a bit. Have you tried narrow on this FM? Any good? I feel like narrow's always pretty good in FM. I think the time when I'll use narrow the most is if a team's using like a 2-man midfield and I'm using a 3-man midfield, be that 2 centre mids and a centre attacking mid or 2 centre mids and a defensive mid. I think like then trying to win that midfield battle, playing narrow, or at least trying to force the play through the middle is very, very good. Oh, do it again, chat. Chat, where are the Phillips haters? Look at him, he's so good. Ignore the fact it's his first goal in the Champo. We love it. I'm pretty sure, chat, I could be mistaken it. I'm pretty sure I'm using narrow here. Yeah, so I've got my attacking width on much narrower with this tactic. But I have got on the wide players specifically, stay wider and then cut inside with the ball. So I'm asking the core of the team to stay narrow, but the wider players are set to stay wider, which actually ends up being like a kind of a neutral zone where the team instruction combined with the player instruction kind of has a middle ground. Because I do need them to provide some width. I found him. It was Prodigy Wa 25 who said, genuinely, Cardozo is a top 10 overrated player from World of Space ever. Get him banned! Maybe don't ban them. We need all the interaction we can get. Speaking of which, if you're watching the stream on YouTube, leave a like. It does help the stream appear on people's homepages. It is massively appreciated. It might lead to us doing some more live Park to Prem. We're bloody good, aren't we? We're bloody good. No Michael King on the bench. He's not registered. He's not registered for the Champo. He probably wouldn't be on the bench anyway. Hey, Mushroom Man. Yeah, me and the wife, we had a great time in Japan. It was really fun. Chat, when I went away, I kind of told you guys, I didn't really know the itinerary. Why is the word itinerary so hard? No idea. I didn't really know where we were going in Japan. I went along for the ride. We had a great time. We went to Takayama. We went up to the mountains near Toyama, and I got to do the like mountain springs where it's like the volcanic water. It was very nice and relaxing. We did like all the Japanese Alps, and then we headed down to the base of Mount Fuji. There's a few lakes around there. I can't remember the name of the exact lake we were on, but we were in a hotel that was literally on the lake. It was gorgeous. Then we went to, I can't remember where it's called. South of Tokyo, on the coast, there's a green tram. There's a little island that the tram kind of train takes you to, and I think the train is famous from like a basketball anime opening that involves the green train. That's a really hyper-precise way of describing a place. But yeah, we had a car and we kind of went around a lot of Japan. More than I realised we were going to do, actually. It was really, really fun. And I did get to go to Suzuka as well and Nagoya. Watching normal speed is weird. 1.5 speed live, Jackbot. Chat, would you like me to speak at 1.5 times speed? For the people who normally watch faster videos, today we're going to do our commentary in fast forward, which is a bit awkward because the game itself is not going to be going any quicker, but we'll see what we can do here. We're 5-0 up. There's only a minute and a half left of this first half, and I'll tell you what, we are looking for a 6th goal. Borussia Mönchengladbach, they want to get on the plane and go home. They're not allowed to yet, though. They've still got a load of action left to play here at the end of the first half, and going into the second, where Ruiz is bringing the ball forward on the near side. The number 2 plays it inside to Osorio Silva. In behind, Jackie Phillips is there. Rojas is lurking in the middle on a plate. Take a bow, my mate. It is 6. Okay, I can't keep doing that. That was a lot of effort, but that was that better? Six 0. I tell you what, good for the goal difference. That's all I'm gonna say. Good for the goal difference. Turn the highlight speed up. Far too logical. Now the issue is if you're watching the stream back on VOD, and you now put it on 1.5 times speed, you probably can't watch that bit of the video because you won't be able to make sense of it. In another live chat, I think I probably did just spit bars for a living. Instead, I just talk over dots on a screen. But it's basically the same thing. Right, Grobben. Rojas! Chat, is this cyberbullying? My wife listens to everything on 3 times speed. I can't understand anything. Chat, I have this weird thing, and this might sound stupid. And it started, I think, when I was younger, but if I heard stuff played back in fast forward, I'd have like this weird, this could sound stupid. It's like a panic attack, but it's not really like a panic attack at all. Basically, like everything starts to feel really fast forward, and like it feels very overwhelming for me. It's like this sensory overload kind of trigger that I get when I listen to stuff sped up too much. And my head starts to pound and I genuinely can't stand it. Like, it's awful. I don't even know. I don't even know if there's a medical thing involved in it. But it's like I don't even have a point of reference of how to describe it, but I can't watch stuff sped up because it genuinely makes me feel this really uncomfortable thing. It's a really bizarre... Phillips needs scored a banger. Sensation. It's bizarre. Like, my head starts to pound, and like everything feels fast forward, and I get hypersensitive to like every little sound. Like suddenly, like a clock ticking sounds really, really loud to me, and it gets triggered when I listen to stuff that's sped up too much, which I know sounds mental and like just stupid, but yeah, it's a thing apparently. Chat, do you have ADHD? Not diagnosed, no. I'm always hesitant to kind of like self-label anything, but there are times where, you know, you read TikToks or I read chatters telling me that they think that like we've scored another similarities to their experience, and there's part of me that wonders, but I've never looked into any kind of diagnosis or anything. Chat, we're 9-0 up. What's happening? I want more. I've not even made a sub. This is one of those games where you just don't want to make subs. I probably should. I probably should be sensible. Right, you know what? Barreto and Russo in. I don't really want to change stuff here. I'll take off Sadiq to build up Vivas's match sharpness. I guess some of the centre-backs can have a rest, but at the same time, I don't want them to. You know what? We'll make a few changes. Jack, I totally get this too. First time I've ever heard of anyone else having it. I tried to Google it, like, in the past chat. It's like this... I don't really know how to describe it, but it gets triggered for me by listening to stuff sped up. And I just get, like, my head starts to race and I feel like everything is fast forwarded. Like, my perception of time becomes really weird. And I become, like, hypersensitive to every little loud noise. It's like a really bizarre sensation, like a racing sensation. Anyway, we won 9-0, so that's good. 9-0. Only 3 in the second half, though. We're washed. That is going to help the goal difference, isn't it? Phillips in form. Jack Phillips, man of the match. If I say anything, I'll get I'll get told off by the chat for being too positive. We got Arsenal in 3 days. I should rest them. I think the goal difference should now remain positive, chat. I think we fixed it. I kind of want to just play the exact same team against Arsenal. You know what's funny, right, chat? The whole, the Phillips meme where for the last 2 weeks I've been bigging him up. I had to record 2 weeks worth of Park to Prem videos in about a week period. Like, for while I was away. In fact, it was basically, I was recording 3 videos a day for the week before I went away. And I'd lost track of how much I bigged up Jack Phillips every video. And it wasn't until I went back and then edited the videos. Because what I did was I recorded a load of them and then edited them back. And I realised every other video I was going on about this bloke. And then the comments started memeing on me for it. And I was like, oh no, they've realised too. He is improving still, chat. He is still improving. He's so good. I love the fact that Gromman's praise has been sang by Prince Will. Can we actually look at chat? Who are our club legends? Oh gosh, now I have to try and find the club legends screen. Oh, it's here. Prince Will, me, and Terry Paris. Then icons. Why is BJS? Why is he considered an icon? And then favoured personnel. There's only 5 options. Laudrup and Ruiz are there. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like the legends and icons thing might be bugged. I feel like there should be way more players included here than there is, considering how far into the save game I am. It's the kind of thing where it could be bugged and we'd have no idea because it's Football Manager. Can we get a Michael King update? We signed him on stream today because he was a free agent. See, Cardozo isn't their overrated player. Can't argue with it. Tuta's unhappy. Tuta's not an happy chat. He should have gone back on loan to Norwich for another year. Right. I need Tuta playing. We find out that it's bugged because no one can actually get to it. I mean, that is the other thing, chat. Did Wolves just beat Manchester United? Oh my word. Where are Wolves in the league? What have I accidentally clicked there? Wolves 17th but beat Manchester United. If we beat Arsenal, chat, top of the league. Imagine. Also, you know what's a relief, chat? The fact that off the back of not winning in 3 matches, we fired up the stream today and we've won 4 in a row, winning them all. Because if I'd fired up the stream today and we hadn't done this, I was never going to beat the save scumming allegations, was I? If I came back and we just lost them all. We're chilling, though. 3 things are guaranteed in life. Birth, death, and Jack mentioning how much Jack Phillips has improved. He has improved. Let me big him up. Jack, I know Gromman's improved a lot, but just because he's improved, you say he's a legendary centre-back. He's average for a Premier League title contender at best. You think Gromman is average for a Premier League title contender? He's 22. I think you're looking at the tackling column and ignoring the physicals and the mentals completely. There's one thing that I've realised, chat. And it's that people get very hyper-fixated on the numbers that they think matter for a position. I think it's a trap that newer players fall into, where for a striker, they'll just go, right, how good's the finishing? And then a player's ability as a striker is entirely judged by their finishing. And I think the similar thing can happen with other positions too. Like centre-back. And there's so much more that goes into a player than that. Like, sure, Grommen is not great at tackling. But with these... Also, the stream went down. I can pour out some sparkling water. F's in the chat. It will come back. I love the fact I can see the... YouTube, let me know when we're back. I can see you all writing F's in the chat, so I know the internet's not dead. We're back. We should be back. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. If you're new to the streams, just to make it clear, internet likes to do this weird blippy thing. If we look at the season preview chat, Grommen's literally in the media dream 11. He's literally in the media dream 11. I don't even know what to say. Victor's there as well, but Victor is like very underrated. He'll come back shortly. I'm just going to sit here and sip on my sparkling water. Every time Jack talks about how good his players are, the stream gets shut down. Facts. Jack, if you could give a new player some advice, what would it be? Don't be afraid of failing. Don't feel like you have to do everything at once. He's just a left-back build, Jack. I disagree, Prodigy. His defensive ability ain't good enough. Sorry, what are you looking at? Okay, I'm going to contest this. I think I'm being baited. But just in case not, Prodigy, outside of his tackling, what do you think makes him not good enough defensively? People get way too fixated on individual numbers like the tackling here and don't really think about how, you know, other attributes cover that weakness or can make up for it. Chat, I would never play him at fullback with his dribbling, crossing and work rate if I wanted an elite level. I think I'm being baited. I think I'm even being baited, or someone who's very new to the game is trying to tell me how to play. It could be that. Jack, I've been playing FM12 and there's no vision attribute. It's just called creativity, I think, in that game. I think people think, chat, like, that you're better off having to play as well-rounded at everything instead of having a few really good highs and a few, like, lows. Right, we just won 9-0. Watch us now bottle it against this Arsenal team. Also, Arsenal's team do a delap. They've got some players. More of a DM. I disagree. His passing's not good enough to play defensive midfield, and his ability on the ball isn't very good. I'll be honest, chat, I think Grommen is probably as good as he's going to get now, even though it says he has more potential. I feel like in general, a player hits their potential, and it normally takes a while for the staff to actually update and be like, yeah, okay, he's reached it. In possession, DM doesn't need passing. It does in my system, Sweeney Todd. Also, just like the idea that a defensive mid doesn't need passing because it isn't highlighted is silly. Because depending on how you play, like those attributes chat that you see where it says what's important for all, that is very much a guideline. Like team instructions and formation are gonna like really have a bearing on the importance of some of those things. Like, for a regular defensive mid, I would like them to have good passing in my system specifically, and I'll tell you why. With how my team is set up to play, that even if Velicevic here was a defensive mid, which he's not, but say I was to play that, in this system here where I've got 2 players set as attacking midfielders who are going forward, I want the defensive mid to have good passing because they're going to have to ping some passes, so, especially with the overlapping centre-backs happening as well. This idea that just because they're a defensive mid, they just need to, you know, their pass is always going to be simple, is like very far from the truth, especially in modern football with pressing. Teams that play with a number 10 out of possession, teams that, well, you know, look to press high up the pitch, like the defensive mid, even if they're on the defensive mid role, is still going to have a lot required of them when it comes to their ability on the ball, unless you're planning on playing super direct and lumping it forward. But I don't think that's how most people would play. Could Rowan step up into DM and then fall back into centre-back? I mean, you would play him at advanced centre-back if you wanted to do that, but I think having centre-backs that move up into defence midfielder and vice versa, outside of using the advanced centre-back or half-back role, is generally just not a very good idea in the match engine. Also, that own goal was very kind, wasn't it? We are top of the league, everyone, as things stand. I don't want to get carried away. Mendietta's good, though. Did Middlesbrough used to have a player called Mendieta back in the day? Why does the name Mendieta ring a bell? I feel like he was a bit of a baller, like a Barclaysman, but like a lesser spoken Barclaysman. I'm now questioning everything. There was a footballer called Mendieta, and I swear he played for Borough. Borough fans will let me know. Ruiz. Oh, he's doing the hokey cokey in the box. Right leg in, right leg out. In, out, you shake it all about, you give it to Cardozo, he plays it inside. That's what it's almost all about. Nissinen saves it, he was offside. He owns a restaurant in Martin. Canny Nice. There you go. Oh, I remember the long hair. You know what, chat? Someone said Mendy had long hair, and now I couldn't picture him now. Before then, for some reason, I was imagining Emmanuel Petit. Completely different footballer, obviously, but that's what I was imagining he looked like. Why don't I celebrate goals, not even a fist bump? Because I'm reading the chat and I'm very jet lagged. I feel, chat, I will reiterate for the people who just come into the stream. I flew home from Japan this morning. I've slept for about 3 hours in the last 36 hours. So if I do come across as at all irritable or I'm just yapping and it's like listening to your drunk mate when you're a bit more sober than them, I will apologise. That is what's going on. Yes, I probably should have celebrated the own goal of Timber, but I was thinking about other stuff. Right, Phillips. He's improved a lot today. I can't keep doing it. Doesn't work the same on stream. Ruiz, that nearly has gone in somehow, and I'm not really sure how. Sadiq's on a booking. That's a bit scary. No, don't do anything stupid, please. Bro, you're always yapping. Okay, look, I'm yapping more than usual. I've gone to Japan and I've come back speaking Japanese. Like, I'm yapping like there is no tomorrow today. Speaking of getting drunk, have you got a ticket for loose? I need to sort... Literally, Minty, I was trying to sort it on the plane on the Wi-Fi today. I'm going to sort it out today, and I'm going to do a bit more promo of it this week. My flight chat from Japan flew over the North Pole, which was great, except for there was very little Wi-Fi on the flight because of that. Also, they have just had a man sent off. Am I considering a holiday to Indonesia? I wouldn't say it's on my bucket list, but I could end up there at some point, I'm sure. That's an annoying goal to concede when they've just gone down a man. What's on the bucket list? You know what? That's a good question. In the last 12 months, I've done Singapore, Thailand, and Japan. I've done a lot of Asia lately. I would like to do Seoul and kind of South Korea, and probably China at some point too, to be honest. I feel like next for me, chat, and I need to do a bit of twisting of Wok's arm here. I'd quite like to go to Canada. I feel like I'm due a trip to Canada. Jackie, you going to the next World Cup? I'm not. I'm not made of money, chat. I play Football Manager for a living, and there was no Football Manager for a year. So even if I wanted to, I can't afford it. You know, if there's any brands watching who want to send me to the World Cup, I'm open to going. Ideally, you know, send me to the games in Canada or Mexico. You know, ideally. I feel like, chat, and I could be wrong here, I feel like because in America you now have to give your social media handles and stuff. Good luck to the TSA agent who has to look through my entire social media posting for like whatever period of time they want to monitor. Good luck with that. Could have gone to the welcome stay at Japan. I mean, I'll be honest, I think Japan's still quite significantly cheaper. Japan was so... I feel like this is partially because I have this warped perspective of pricing because I live in London, of all cities. Japan is so cheap. Like, once you're there... Oh, Guyona, you are so good. Sorry, that sounded very odd out of context. He is very good, though. The food and stuff in Japan is so cheap. Like, I was shocked. Like, there were certain things that were like way more expensive than you'd imagine. Like, taxis were still like not cheap in Tokyo. Like, actual food places, it's insane what you get for your money. I feel like it's, you know, partially down to the economy, but it's partially just kind of I think in general just how a lot of Asian countries approach their cuisine and food and how people go out to eat. And it is kind of at that accessible level. Ziddy. Okay. Yeah, Japan, I mean, to be fair, chat, I was about to say Japan flights aren't cheap. Nowhere's cheap to fly to now, to be fair. But yeah, Japan was, like, relatively cheap. Like, hotels probably weren't, like, that cheap. And I think, like I said, some of it is undoubtedly... because my perspective on money is warped by living in London. But, like, in terms of going out for food and just doing stuff, it was very, very affordable compared to what I'd be used to at home. Yeah, the yen is weak at the moment as well. I mean, I suspect, chat, that a lot of flight prices have gone up recently due to certain things going on in the world. But I've not looked that much. Oh, let's have another. That's you know what? We're done. We're done. Ziddy scored, Guyona scored. They might have to start the next game. I thought this was going to be an April Fool's joke. And it'd be a stream of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. I mean, I can sing that song if you want. Just moved out of London to the Midlands. Can't get over how cheap things are, mate. It's having done the reverse, albeit many years ago now. Like, it is mad how expensive it is down south in the UK. Of course, Japan is cheap compared to London, but Tokyo is one of the more expensive cities in the world. Food and stuff really wasn't. I'll tell you that now. The food that you get in Japan, like to live, I'm sure Tokyo's not cheap. But actually going out and doing stuff is quite cheap because salaries are low in Japan. Like, generally speaking, and the yen is weak. Right. Ziddy's just good, isn't he? Ziddy's just good. I'll tell you what, chat. Great stream today for the results. The only unfortunate thing is I feel like I've not been 100% locked in like I normally would be. Which does make a mockery of the fact that I usually do better. I'm doing better now when I'm very tired and jet lagged versus when I'm actually trying to do well. The question is now, how much do I care about the Carabao Cup? Oh, Nemec. I mean, to be fair, Nemec is never going to play for me, and I'm probably going to release him. We'll leave it to a physio. I need to save pennies. Sorry, mate. We'll be editing the stream for YouTube later. I won't be, John. I'm aiming, chat, to have a normal video up tomorrow at midday. Probably of the Napoli and Man City games. And then these matches we've played today, I will recap in the video and probably just caveat, hey, if you actually want to watch them play out live, you can watch, you know, the stream back and then put a link there. Okay, Osorio Silva keeps picking up these little knocks. They're still not playing Tutor enough. When they've played for him, he's played well as well. It's very annoying. I've moved off that backer. We're now on to the sponsor of today's stream, chat, and I will mention them. Holy Energy. Check them out. Powdered energy drink. They do iced tea. They do hydration drinks as well as caffeinated drinks. I'm going to have some caffeine after this stream, I think, to keep me up. They are the sponsors of the stream. There's a link below the stream. It helps support the content by buying using my link, WTS. You get a discount on your first time order. Genuinely, really, really tasty stuff. Right, we've got Wolves and Leicester, and then I think, chat, I will do the Napoli and Man City games for tomorrow's video. Just because we will have played 7 games. I think they're 2 kind of big games, and I'm looking at the matches around them. There's not too many big ones there. And if we can beat Napoli in the Champo halfway through to have 9 points, that'd be like a good spot to be in. I'm also conscious of the fact that I'm probably going to pass out shortly after finishing this stream and have like a short nap. And so I need to find time to record the video before midday tomorrow. You know what? For this next match, I'm going to start Guyona and Ziddy, because they were so good in the last one. You know what? This is a bit of a risk, but I need to manage minutes, and I'll be honest, this competition probably not a priority for me. We'll fully rotate the team, like Garcia can come in. Is Vivas good? Still building up match sharpness. Sadiq's slightly fitter, so we'll start him and then swap him halfway. I think this is the first season with this Lewis team, though, where I can kind of fully rotate things. And we're in an okay spot. Jack, what's your favourite TV show of all time? Oh, you're killing me with that question. I will say, and this might be unpopular. No, I don't think it's that unpopular. There's 3 options I want to give, chat, and you can judge. You can pick whichever one will make you judge me the least. For best TV show ever, I will say Breaking Bad. The first season of Heroes, and only the first season. We pretend everything after the first season never happened. Or Attack on Titan. They're the 3 shows that I'd say peak TV for me. The first season of Heroes was so good. Like, the writer's strike ruined it. I even watched the reboot that they did of Heroes, like, I think it's called Heroes Reborn, in the hope it might be good. But the first season of Heroes, I just watched that and pretend that nothing else happened afterwards, and I'm happy. I'll tell you what, I'm hoping we still win this game with a rotated team or I look like an idiot. The correct answer was the wire, Jack. Sorry. I'm sorry, I tried. Chat, you can judge me for those three choices. I think they're three pretty good shouts for good television. Did I ever watch Alcatraz? I didn't. Infinitely, how are you doing, mate? Are you good? The right answer was Loki Season 2, Jack. I'm sorry, chat. Chat, do you want to see what I bought on my holiday? This is for the Out of the Park fans, by the way. Chat, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for some Out of the Park baseball this week at some point. Juan Soto and I will be reunited. For those of you that didn't catch it, the week before I went to Japan, my respite from pre-recording videos was playing Out the Park Baseball Manager, where I know nothing about baseball whatsoever. But we're managing the Mets, and I managed to find a Mets hat. So I'm fully locked in now. What did the dog get as a souvenir? He's got free treats as the dog. He got some stuffed ramen, some stuffed noodles, not actual ramen and noodles. It's like, ramen and noodle styled soft toy. And then it was a cake for dogs from Japan. How is someone from the UK into baseball? I mean, I'm not at all. I did go in a batting cage in Japan. I actually think I did okay. I went in a batting cage in Japan with a pitching speed of, I think it was 90 kilometers an hour. I had, I don't even know how many balls I had. I think it was 60 over 2 sets of 8. It was very fun. I was just having, I want a batting cage in England, but then I realised if it was in London, I'd pay double and it would be in some overpriced, like, bar. But yeah, the batting cages in Japan were so good. Imagine, chat, for English people, I can't be the only one, never really played golf, but I'd go to the driving range growing up with my mates. Imagine that, but it's just baseball. And it's very cheap. It was like 500 yen for 30 balls. How has he missed that? What was my best meal in Japan? The worst meal was the raw eels I was forced to eat. What was the best food? I mean, I had some good katsu. What was actually the best food that I had at any point? There was some great yakitori. There was this little yakitori place that we went to near Shibuya. It wasn't like in the touristy bit of Shibuya, actually. It was near like where all the kind of workers go to eat. And it was so nice. It was like a little bar, had some Sapporo, and it was like just really nice bar food that they just cook in front of you. But the food's so affordable. Like, it's something I've noticed just, I don't know if it's, oh, that's, okay, you know what, we'll take that. Last minute goal, we'll take that. The food is so affordable. It's so good. How do you do with figuring out the 40-man and minor league management? I don't think it's that complicated. The only thing that screwed me, chat, is while I was away, I had a little out-the-park baseball save game that I was doing with the Rockies. And there was a draft that happened at the end of the season that I didn't understand. And I kept having some of my prospects get stolen away. But then they would occasionally reappear if they weren't on the opening day roster of the team that stole them. I can't remember what the draft was called. The Rule 5 draft, is that what it's called? They just kept stealing my good players that I hadn't quite had time to bed into the first team. And I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't read into it. I just accepted that every year a few of my young players might get stolen. That was the one bit I didn't understand. Right. We'll take that as a result. You know what? The B team with no subs. Yeah, chat, I made no subs. Someone will go, did he mean to do that? Absolutely not. I wasn't paying attention. I'll admit it. It wasn't some big brain strategy. It was just me being a moron. You know what's annoying there? Guyona and Ziddy played really well against Arsenal, so I thought, we'll play them in the cup. They'll do well again. Didn't do anything, did they? You can protect them by putting them on the 40-man. Oh, is that... That's probably what it was. I'll tell you what, chap. My out-the-park baseball save game with the Rockies actually going quite well. I could show you it. I realise I literally I uploaded it to the my drive on this machine earlier. I taught myself baseball while I was away. Have I played Nutmeg? I have back it. I've not played it since the full game came out, but I actually played the game last year and gave loads of feedback and kind of played it in a testing capacity and really enjoyed it then. So I do want to give that a go at some point. It came out while I was away. Jack, did you ever play Clash Royale? I'm afraid not. Why have I got Man City in the Carabao? Every year I play one of the big teams. Hey, Lanchata, take it easy, mate. Thank you for stopping by the stream today. But yeah, if people haven't seen Nutmeg, it's spelled N-U-T-Met. It's Nutmeg and then an exclamation point. If you're into your Balatro or your roguelike games and you like Football Manager, definitely check it out. It's got a lot of style. It's quite a cozy game. It's a game that I really hope gets a mobile release. And I don't mean that in like an insulting way. It's the kind of game that I can imagine you kill so much time like traveling. Oh, it's Ian. Sorry, L's and I's look the same on my chat thing. Apologies, Ian. You're now Lanchater to me, and I'm sorry. I will not. That is now you. Lewis have been recognised as having one of the best youth development systems in the world. Get it in the veins. Get it in the veins. We love that. I feel like the stream today, chat's got... I don't want to jinx it as we take on Wolves. It's gone pretty bloody well. Like, I've not been overly locked in. I've kind of just been rotating the team, vibing with you guys. It's been a good time. It's been quite a nice way just to ease myself back into Football Manager, having not played it in 2 weeks. Hey, FCB, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, mate. Right, let's end on a high. Let's end on a high. Right, they're playing a 4-4-2 with 2 defensive mids, right? So in this situation here, we're going to play the ball through the middle. And I want all the play to go through Velicevic, really, because he's going to have so much space because they've not got a centre attack in mid. So we'll put distribution on mixed. And target, we'll go playmaker. And then because Velicevic is going to have some space, we're going to give him an extra instruction of dribble more. Carry the ball, my friend. Go for a wander. Check, is there any league you haven't managed in all your years of playing FM? Oh yeah, there's loads. He touched the tactics. Like if I in sweating now against Wolves, who were in 17th, lose because I tried to tinker with some stuff, I'll hang my head in shame. I'll never tinker ever again. The changes I've made haven't even happened, and we've scored after a minute. I found an out-of-the-park creator does experiments to see which ratings are important if that's the kind of thing that you'd be interested in. I kind of don't like to have the sim of the game ruined. Like, with Football Manager, like, the genie's out the bottle. I know what works and what doesn't work and kind of stuff to avoid. I kind of like that without the park that I am entirely clueless and don't really understand the sport or anything going on. Right. Martinez, do your thing. Ruiz, one-on-one. You can't leave Ruiz one-on-one in the wide area. He's just done a little chop inside. What is this? Bellissimo. Bellissimo. I don't know why I've turned Italian. I'm not Italian because England are at the World Cup. Way! Sorry. That's please don't stop watching Italian viewers. I had pizza yesterday. I did have pizza, so solidarity and all that. Yeah, I feel like learning out the park's what I've enjoyed. Like, the save game that I played while I was away, chat, I've literally done no micromanagement. I've just been sorting out the rosters and then just, like, spamming continue, basically. I know it's a significant distance in the future, but have you thought about your next save after Park to Prem? I'll be honest, Whitey, I thought I'd go away on holiday and then think about it while I was away and then come back with an idea. And I literally didn't think about video making for 2 weeks. Japan was the first time in years where I've gone on holiday and actually just switched off completely from work. It was really, really nice. But I don't have the plan that I was hoping I'd have when I came back. First stream I'm catching, I've wanted to ask, how come you still got the Polygon mod on? It has been updated in 2 months. It has been updated more recently than 2 months ago, but I am on an old build of the game right now still. I need to check in on it, chat. There was an update. So I've been away for 2 weeks. I'll just repeat it for the person who came in, just to be clear. The update before the most recent one that happened literally yesterday, all the regen phases got shuffled around. So I rolled back my build of Football Manager to like the pre-transfer window update one. Does anyone know, did the NG Regens mod get updated to fix the faces changing? Football Manager added in some new hairstyles to the game. And when they added in the hairstyles, it like shuffled all the faces around and broke a load. And so the issue I have with Park to Prem is all the players' faces changed. Vivas, what are you doing? I'm not sure if the NG kind of mod got updated to fix the faces shuffling. Because if it didn't, I might be stuck on this build of Football Manager for a little while. I'll tell you what, chat. This is going to be a great save. Bottom left. Bottom left. Down to your left, son. Told him where to go and he didn't listen. Have you heard any news on whether the F1 Manager is happening? F1 Manager is dead, Craig. F1 Manager's been dead for 2 years. The development team behind it has been dissolved into other departments at Frontier. It's time to let it die, mate. Why do I use the NG Manager app? Because I have multiple save games on the go with like my stream save, my YouTube save, and manually having to add in the faces and flick between the config files and restart the game all the time is just very long-winded. When you're playing like 2 separate save games multiple times through a day, I know the app makes it easier to manage, but restarting my Football Manager kind of 5 or 6 times a day versus the alternative, which is stomaching a few duplicate faces, like it's just what I think is more tolerable. Have I thought about playing a modded version of F1 Manager? I have. I don't think there's enough interest in F1 Manager as a streaming game, sadly. I think the sad reality is that the F1 Manager, like the mods that have come out are great. The community around keeping the game alive is great. But as we get further into the future and new tracks come and old tracks go, like the limitations that modding have are going to become more prevalent. And strictly from like a viewership point of view, F1 Manager worked for content because every year, like the 3-month period I'd stream the game would be around the launch of the game.
where there's renewed interest. And the game doesn't get that same level of renewed interest through like the seasonal mods that have been released and that update the game versus when, you know, in the past new F1 Manager titles would come out. Jack Phillips is bloody good, by the way. I will say, in a weird way, I think the F1 regs that are currently in the game, happening in real life now, outside of super clipping, they're kind of similar to F1 Manager, are they not? Does anyone else notice that? Like how you can micromanage the battery? It's like F1 Manager predicted the future. Is Philip still improving? He is! He's still in chat. Look at him. He's still improving. 19 anticipation. My boy. What a player. I did all those try-hardy tactical changes. They've actually worked here. I feel dirty. Grommen. Inside. It's a hat trick. It's a hat trick. It's a hat trick. I don't really wear hats. How do you wear a hat, like a baseball cap properly? Am I doing it right? I have no idea. What do I think of the new F1 regs? I feel like the super clipping stuff is crap. I would like to see the cars go more flat out. And I think the discrepancies between harvesting and pushing the battery is too severe. But actually, I feel like the aero side of things looks promising. Now, whether or not it looks more promising because the engine regs make it seem more racy, I'm not sure. Like, I can only speak... So I was at Suzuka at the weekend, chat. And at the race, like, watching it on track, I was at turn 1. Like, so there was no kind of clipping going on where I was, but there was a lot of, like, proper good racing into turn 1 and through sector 1. Like, the racing was really good to watch. I was half expecting to go to Suzuka and it be a bit of a procession like it has been in past years. And I don't know what the perception of it was on TV outside of like the drama around like the issues with batteries and obviously the Behrman incident, but some of the racing on track into turn 1 was really, really good. Like there was a bit that I don't think was caught on the broadcast where both Ferraris made moves. I think it was Hamilton over Norris and Leclerc past Russell, and they both made the move on turn 1 like back to back. And live in person, it looked so good to see two Ferraris pass. Now, of course, the battery was the factor there as to why they were racing into that turn, but the actual wheel-to-wheel racing was like beyond what I expected going to Suzuka when I booked the tickets last year. Phillips has got 4 goals and somehow Roas hasn't done anything. I'm fine. I should probably rotate things for the players who keep getting injured anyway. Sadiq, get some sharpness going. I feel like the F1 regs will get polished, and I think they'll get sorted over time, but I think it's at least promising. I don't feel like it's irredeemable. Like, I don't like seeing the cars have to slow down on straights. You want to see the cars going flat out at all times. But I feel like, you know, with a bit of tweaking, I feel like it's redeemable, for lack of a better word. Dribble more on the DM seems like a good change. I mean, I only made that change because of the system that they were playing. Because they were playing well, you can see here, they're playing with 2 defensive midfielders and no centre attack in mid. And their striker was playing as a screening centre forward, with the other one as a complete centre forward. So my defensive mid could pick up the ball here and then just run into the space. One of their defensive mids has to close him down. If they don't close him down, he has space to operate in. If they do close him down, it means that Victor or Osorio Silva is just free in front. We were just playing really narrow with this 3-man midfield, bullying their 2 defensive mids. Worked really well. What do you think about another playthrough of F1 Manager? It's just not viable, chat. I had a little bit of a play of F1 Manager like less than a year ago, just in my own time, but
Unfortunately, when it comes to playing stuff on stream and for videos, I have to approach it with a business mindset of, is there sufficient interest in viewing this to sustain itself as part of the content I do? And F1 Manager was a game that was always popular for, you know, the launch period of the game. But unlike, say, a Football Manager, there is not interest in the game all year round that makes it viable to make it, like, you know, a primary focus every month of the year. And with support for the game obviously no longer being a thing, the game is done. They're not releasing anymore. There's just not that renewed interest on a yearly basis required to make it viable. Chat, how do I look with the Met Town? I think I look great. Right, I think we're done. I think we're done with Football Manager. You look very American. Excellent. I can count the lights in out the park baseball facts. So we started the stream today, chat, having not won the 3 games before I went to Japan. I've reset the game, come back from holiday, reset the luck modifier. We won 7 games on the bounce. 9-0, 6-1 looked really, really promising. And did Man United slip up again? Hold the phone. United? Oh my, they drew against Brentford in 13th. Chat, it's our year. It's got to be our year. Everyone else is messing up. Man City are down in 12th. Huh. I mean, I decided we'd do that game in the episode because I thought they'd be towards the top, but they are not in a good spot, but that makes it probably interesting to play them. Hey, Jacko, dude, thank you so much for the 22, dude. Hope you're well. Thank you, thank you. I am back. I am jet lagged, and I think I'm going to go have a nap. Is it risky for me to go finish the stream and go have a nap now? It's 2 in the afternoon. I've slept for 3 hours in the last 36. And actually, it's longer than 36 hours now. It's been like almost 40 hours, and I've slept about 3 hours in that time. I think I should go have a nap, wake myself up, or get the wife to wake me up. And then I just brave it out. Normally, chat, I probably would just try and stay awake till 8 p.m. But I genuinely, I didn't sleep on the flight home. I've slept 3 hours in the last 40, and I feel kind of unwell at this point. When I started the stream, I felt like delirious and a bit like whimsical. Now I genuinely just feel like unwell. Jack, please let us have an India save. There's no interest in it, I'm afraid, Prodigy. I can tell you that I know there are some very passionate Indian football fans out there. There are passionate football fans around the world from many countries. I can tell you through looking at my YouTube analytics and stuff, there is not an audience from India that kind of makes it viable to do that content. Now the teams have decided. Prediction on how long until we get the FM World Cup update. Chat, when did the squads get confirmed for the World Cup? I think it might be around the squad time, because I think they might do a mode where all the squads are correct. And then a mode where you can pick your own squad. Like in an ideal world, chat, I'd like to think that the World Cup mode has a real squad version that you can pick, or a version which starts on the day, like a start date that's where you get to pick the squad. Even if they do it like preliminary squads, like pre-season tournament. What's the second largest workspace region for viewership? America. I'll go check now. I'll go tell you where India is in the list. It's very far down, I'm afraid to say. Audience. So the most viewed country is the UK with 41%. It's then the USA with 11%, and then it's Australia with 3%. Shout out to the Aussies. Norway is 2% of my viewership, chat. The Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Germany and Canada are all kind of 2% or higher. Netherlands is 2.7% too. Where's India in the list? India is less than 1% of the viewership. And in terms of average view duration, they are way down on a lot of other countries. I think that's probably because a lot of the Indian viewers watch like the face pack tutorial or the logo pack tutorial and then don't watch anything else. There you go, chat. There's some YouTube analytics with Jack for you today. Right, I'm going to leave things there, chat, because this game that I've got coming up is going to be the first game of tomorrow's YouTube video of Park to Prem, which I am going to endeavour to get up for midday, pending, of course, the fact that I am, as I said, I am struggling right now. I'm feeling very unwell. But I'm going to try and get that video sorted where we'll do the Napoli and Man City games. It might be a slightly shorter video because I'm still catching up on stuff. But at least today you guys got to hang out with me and watch kind of what happens between episodes. Obviously, there's a lot less yapping usually, and I'll have like YouTube videos on in the background. But it was quite fun just to, play some games on stream. Probably more fun because we won them all. But nevertheless, a jolly good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. A bit different this today, but I just didn't have time to get a video sorted for Wednesday. Hopefully there'll be a video tomorrow with the Napoli and Man City games, and then we're going to get back into the usual daily grind of Park to Prem again. Anyway, gang, I'm going to leave things there. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. There might be a stream this evening if I get the video sorted and have a nap and I'm feeling a bit better, because I do want to get in the rhythm of things. I need to do some out the park, and I also would like to sort out my MFL teams potentially on stream. So if that's stuff that sounds interesting, hopefully I'll see you guys for that. If not, come back for Park to Prem tomorrow. I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. Appreciate you showing support upon my return. And I'll see you guys again soon. We'll be back soon. I really want to play some out the park, so we are going to do that soon. I promise you, chat.